All right, shalom, shalom, giving our praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yehoshua, Hashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rise up to the house of David. Back at you with another lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahweh, Hashem, Yehoshua. It's just a quick one. I made a little observation. There was a fight this week, and by Shakur Stevenson and a Japanese fighter. His name, let me see what his name. Yoshino. I'm going to pronounce his second name. I don't think I could pronounce his first name. But he was an undefeated fighter. He had about 16 fights, 17 fights, lost one, and 12 knockouts. And highly respected over there in Japan. But he came over here, I think, or either he came over here or Shakur Stevenson went over there. Either, but it was supposed to be a competitive fight, and he dogged him out. Shakur Stevenson dominated him. You know, he shut him out as he usually does when you see some of those real class C fighters with skills. They know how to take away the opponent's strengths and expose their weaknesses. That's what he did. And he's wearing the fringes, man. The observation I've noticed he's wearing the fringes just like some of the other fighters. Again, Canelo Alvarez is wearing fringes now, and he's a Manassonite. What the Mexicans, on the chart he would be Manasseh. The Mexican would be Manasseh on the 12 tribe chart. And I think Stevenson here, I think he may go back to either Reuben, the Reubenites, could be Judah. I saw his grandfather. It could be Judah, or he could be Gad or Reuben. I think his mum might be one of those southern tribes. He could be Judah on his father's side, but it looks like a Gada, or it looks like it could be a Reubenite. Who knows? But I'm on the 12 tribe chart. Oh, you also got Devin Haney, the up and coming prodigy. I think he's also could be Reuben or Gad, and also Javonte Davis could be he looks like it could be Reuben or Gadite, which either one of them, any three of them could be Judah anyway, still. But they do look like Gadites or Reubenites. But I just wanted to bring out some precepts on just my observation this weekend. It was a action-packed fight. He dropped him about twice. Second round he dropped him, and also he dropped him in the fourth round, and then the referee stopped it in the sixth. He was doing the sweet science thing, man. You know, like what Sugar Ray Leonard used to do. You know, with all the razzle dazzle, the sweet science, the showing off, and it was a real entertaining fight. But the main thing that stood out with me, that he was wearing fringes here. I think they call them tassels. You know, in the showy world, they may call them tassels. And he was doing all the sweet science of showing off and all that. And he's got the arrogance, you know. Either if you want to call it arrogance or confidence, he's got the arrogance to be a good fighter. There's another good fighter he may face when he reaches when he gets up there. What's his name? I think he's a Ukrainian guy. And the name might come to me. Well known. I know him very well. I forgot his name. Anyway, let me hit some precepts, man. Regarding what he's wearing the fringes. The main thing is that he's wearing his fringes. Lomachenko, that's the guy, Ukrainian guy. Lomachenko is another good fighter. Only lost one or two. But Shakur Stevenson's undefeated. He's about 50% knockout ratage. About 20 fights, professional fights, and loads and loads of amateur fights. and he's undefeated. So he's high up there on the box rec, just like all of these up and coming fighters. Gervonta Davis, they're all around the same age. I think he's about 100 lightweight, 135 or one just under 140. So they're all lightweight fighters. Devin Haney is about the same weight, around about the same age, and they're all gunning for Lemenchenko, the Ukrainian guy who's been on top, and they say he's aging. But these are young guys, around 27, around them ages there, and that's when you at that age you're at your prime. But anyway, I'm just making a little observation on this. Boxing is just one of my passions, but let me get into some precepts, because the real passion is bringing out this truth where we really learn, and we're at that time now. And I just wanted to read this precept here, Numbers chapters 15 and 38, because this truth is going out worldwide, man. Even though people may see it as a bit more of a, just like when I first came in, you didn't get the sense of everything. You just thought about the fringes and your garment, how that catches your eye at first. But then you get to, as you grow in the spirit, you learn more about the statutes and the commandments, keeping the laws, the prophecies. The ultimate thing is salvation, learning, having a personal relationship with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, their names, the meanings as you grow. But he's wearing fringes, man. Numbers chapters 15, and it's scriptural, or they may call them tassels. See them thing. Numbers 15 and 38 says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments." Near enough. Near enough. And as it goes on, can you see? Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so you can see better. Numbers 15 and 38. Borders of their garments throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringes of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, that ye may speak, that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a warring, that you may remember to do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. So yeah, it served as a reminder, man, not to go in your own heart to sin. Anytime you just thought a certain thought, you'd remember, oh look, I'm a child of the Lord. I've got to keep on the straight and narrow, not to go over to the left or to the right, but to stay, in the way of truth, man. That it served as a reminder. It wasn't just a trend or a fashion. There was a principle behind it, having your fringes. Yeah? I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord, our God. I am the Lord your God. Yeah, man. So, some people call them Zeetzes. I know that's what Amalek call them, Zeetzes. Being around Amalek when I was doing my, on my way up through working with Amalek. So they was called the progressive Amalekites, or the rebellious Amalekites. Me and them used to talk a bit. So, oh, those things, I wear the Zeetzes. You got to wear the Zeetzes. And I didn't know at that time, talking about in the 90s, when they was explaining to me why they wear the Zeetzes. The young, rebellious Amalekites that I knew back in the day was explaining it to me, and I said, oh, is that why you wear them? Oh, no. But they don't take it. They don't understand it, even the truth. What they believe is their own religion. They don't get it. They don't appreciate it. They think it's a fashion or a trend. When they get to a certain age, they have to wear them. Oh, we have to wear them because our parents said. They just sin same way. But yeah, when we woke up to this truth, we got that one of the first things that we was told, what we may have learned, was put on your fringes and put on your garment. Come to camp. Don't just look the part, be the part. Live the life. And yeah, at this point, who knows, man. But the point I want to just bring out is, like I say, it's a quick video, just an observation I made. This truth is getting out there worldwide, all people. But really, we're focusing on the truth is gonna get the elect. The truth is gonna get the elect. Not no kind of what they call them celebrity. It's not about celebrity, none of that. It's not about celebrity Israelites or celebrity style and fashion. It's about the Most High has many ways to search out and get the elect. A little bit of glitz and glamour might attract you at the first glance. Who knows? The Most High is going to get all the elect and they all will be sealed. So let's read this one in Daniel chapters 12 and 4. It says, "But thou art, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and the knowledge shall be increased." Knowledge is being increased, man. You can't deny it. Things you used to know a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I think back sometimes where I was 10 years ago, what I was like, where I was 20 years ago. Total different things, different person. 10 years ago, you might say, anyway, who knows? We're going to stay on point. But this is the point. But our Daniel, shut up the words and seal up the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall go, run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And he says it again here. Right. Then I understood not, then said, "Oh my Lord, what shall be the end of these things?" And he said, "Go thy way, Daniel, for thy words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end." Now we're in that time now, where this truth is getting out all around about. Many shall be purified. Yeah, the truth has that effect on you. Purified, you're baptized in the word, the truth, the word, the truth. That's what we baptize us, and what does it do? It purifies you. And made white and tread, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. A couple of words here, some nice juicy meaty words. We're going to just check some of these out. The first one I want to look at is many shall be purified. See, this truth don't go out in vain. We know that. Isaiah 55:11, man. "So my word going forth shall not return to me without results." This word is going out, and for people who it's gonna have an effect on it, this is the effect that it's gonna have on them. The elect. Talking about the elect. So
Strong's H 1305. Barrear.
yeah, barrier. So you pronounce that. Barrier. Translation: to purify, select, polish. This truth is doing that, man. You know, no matter what anybody says, people the Amalekites fighting like crazy. I done a video on it. Who are the true face of lies regarding the Dr. Brand, the falsifier Brand. They just make up anything, pull anything out of their asses, thinking that it's gonna be on white and I say so because he has a certificate, a doctorate certificate, papers. So they're pulling anything out of their ass, pulling out all the stops, trying the kitchen sink, plausible deniability they're trying to use. But you see, we're still being purified. The purification is in effect. Cleanse to make bright. Yeah, to prove we're in that purification stage now. Again, some of us were doing something totally different 5-10 years ago. some 20 years ago, from the apostles, the elders on down. This work is going out via the Spirit of the Lord, and it's polishing up the elect, cleansing us. Yeah, but even though those physicians of no value, aka Dr. Michael Brand, physicians of no value, aka Vocab Malone, physicians of no value, falsifiers, the Gunning-Kruger effect they're trying to do, the plausible deniability, which is just lies. The deflection ain't working. The truth is piercing through all of that to purge out, purify, and they don't like that. They would like us to just be going on like carrying on just like how we used to be, like going on like niggers, hating each other, eyes being evil towards each other, shooting each other down. Is that what you want for us? No. This thing is taking effect. We're in that stage now where we're coming together. All the 12 tribes are coming together in love and in unity. Those curses are going upon you now. All your hatred and all the divisions, the resentment is all falling upon you. A house divided against itself cannot stand. What's going on in the House of Commons? People getting kicked out left, right and centre. People being exposed for having parties in the Houses of Commons, and one goes in, next one goes out. Now they're saying they're investigating that Rashid guy. I can't remember his name, man. I don't really business about his name, but Rashid something, the Elam that's in now as a prime minister. They're investigating him. They're talking about all the corruption that's going on in the police force that's being exposed, all the rape. One police officer raped a recent woman last year, and he was sentenced to life. Sarah Everhard, name come back to me now, trying to remember the name. She was murdered, man, and they found out it was a so-called police officer that did it, Sarah Everhard, and she was they murdered her, disposed of her body. They tried to and get away with that, and it was a so-called police officer that did it. This is all the curses going upon the wicked. The people that's supposed to be responsible for protecting people are being found out to be the real criminals. So that's Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. The curse is falling upon you. A house divided against itself cannot stand. All the politics that's being exposed, one go in and next one come out. Now you got one of the main presidents over here being investigated for covering up something to do with tax of his wife. I might look into that a little bit more. I might do a video on that, Abaratazar. But yeah, that's what's happening to you, the enemy. The Most High is flinging you into strong delusions and putting the curses upon you. But this is what's happening to us, man. Total contrast. To purge out, purify. To choose, select. He's choosing his elect now. To cleanse, make shining, polish. To test, prove. Right, man. There's more that goes on. To polish right now. He's polishing up his arrows, man. Purify. Isaiah 41 talks about his worms, but they're going to be given teeth, man. We're going to be new thrashing instruments having teeth. Isaiah 41. Eventually we're going to be having that power. The teeth represents power. But right now, this is a purification stage we're going through. Yeah? The diamonds. Polishing up those diamonds. Diamonds make diamonds, what's that word, man? You might come back to me what I'm trying to say. So if we jump down now to, there's a bit more. Let's go back, man. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So knowledge shall be increased. And what did I look? I just looked at pure. We're being purified right now. Yeah, sealed the book, even to the time, and many shall go to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Let's look up the word there. Knowledge. Pressure, that's it. Pressure makes diamonds. Sometimes, yeah, we have to go through certain things because the Most High is polishing us up. These diamonds, he's cleaning us up. That's why, as one of the elders usually likes to say, we have to go through these demonic attacks. It's a purification stage, and doesn't matter how it may seem at that present time, but the end result is pure, clean, a diamond. Diamonds have to be polished up. Pressure makes diamonds. That's why Most High is purifying us right now. Pressure makes diamonds to make us into those shiny, gleaming diamonds. Knowledge shall be increased. That's what we're looking at now. Pressure makes diamonds. So we're being purified. We're going for the purification stage right now. And the end result shall be gleaming, shiny. And if you like diamonds or you like older precious stones, a lot of them didn't just come out of the earth like that. They had to be polished up, purified, and some of them had to go through heat to get to the stage they are now. AKA the diamond. I'm just using that other stones as well. A lot of other stones as well, like the rubies, the shiny rubies, the emeralds. If you're into your stones, there's a load of them. Rubies, emeralds, the onyx, man. So they all went through pressure, and a lot of them had to go through purification processes to get to where they to be so shiny as they are now, just like the elect. So yeah, to become great. It's talking about the knowledge shall be increased, and this is a numerous thing, man, for numerous numbers, and it's great. And the Amaleks, they must be banging their head against the wall even harder now over there on the wall, on the Wailing Wall. They must be banging their most are going to give them a reason to keep banging their heads on the wall, because we're awakening to our true heritage and exposing the lies that they're been putting out there for years, for centuries, for decades. Yeah, so they be banging their heads all right, even harder. Be or become great. To become. If you ever see some of them documentaries where they're banging their heads against the Wailing Wall, saying that that's how they pray, most likely that's a strong delusion that they're under, man. They're going to have a reason to be doing that. You know, that's going to be the effect of us waking up to who we are. Them realizing they ain't going to have nothing. Right? Become many. Yeah, and we becoming many. And that's one of the biggest fears too. I was listening to one of the debates, man, or the post-debate of Dr. Michael Brown. He's saying, you guys ain't under the curse. That's what he was saying indirectly. You ain't under the curse. You're being prosperous. You're becoming many. You're everywhere, in other words. Because he's frustrated. You're everywhere. They don't like that. And that's true. We are everywhere. And we come in many different shapes and sizes and colors. And you would never be able to number Israel. We're everywhere. You're right about that. So that's the blessing side of things. That is a blessing. Yes, the scripture talks about that in Genesis, man. Abraham, the blessing of Abraham, he said that we become numerous, more than the stars of the sky, more than the sands of the earth, or sands of the sea. We will become many, great, and we will be blessed, and no man ain't gonna be able to curse us. But yeah, we're going through Deuteronomy 28 to really get to that stage. We have to go through the pressurizing stage. The pressure makes diamonds. That's all. Ultimately, the curses are making us even more refined. But we are the ones can be identified. The so-called black people are the ones that can be identified by the curses. No other nation has gone through what we've gone through. And that's also in Daniel's chapter 9 and 12. No other nation has gone through what Yahshua Allah, the children of Israel, has gone through, the so-called black people. And we know that's documented. How can you deny that, refute that? You cannot, unless you're just a liar. So yeah, to become much, or become numerous, become many, numerous, become bounteous, multiply of people. Yeah, there you go, multiply of people. Like the sands of the sea, as it says in Genesis 18 and 12, or is it 12 and 18? But Abraham was said to him by Yahweh, your seed shall be bounteous and multiply like the sands of the sea. to be or grow great, to make large, enlarge, increase, become many, to make much, make many. Right, you got the idea. To increase greatly or exceedingly, to make great, enlarge, do much, and we're going to do even more. Even Yehoshua said that the things that he done, we're going to do more. We got the internet now, we got more in numbers now, and we're waking up. And he was correct in what he said. So, yeah, knowledge. Let's look at the word knowledge, man. See, just start off doing a video on a particular subject, and it leads you into other avenues of learning, which is beautiful through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemeshai. Knowledge, the knowledge is increasing. Perception, skill, yes, discernment, understanding, wisdom. Yeah. How you get that? By going in and reading. Yeah, reading the scripts and meditating upon them and putting them into practice. Yeah, man. So, as the scriptures say, open up the scriptures and read. Yeah. Romans chapters 3 talks about, as a matter of fact, that's a beautiful one, man. I might get that one, But let me finish with this. Knowledge, perception, skill, discernment, understanding. So that is increasing in his children. That knowledge, that discernment, that perception is increasing in the so-called black people, ultimately in the elect. But even you got people, so-called awake people, that they're upset about, who are learning their history, even just the basic history. They're trying to do away with that in the schools, saying it's a threat to their children. That's just damn right. But you can't stop that. People going to learn if that's what the Most High is willing. This is his movie. You cannot deny that. You cannot refute that. You cannot stop that. That's prophecy, and it's being fulfilled right as we speak right now. Knowledge, perception, skill, discernment, understanding, wisdom is all growing in all kinds of people, man. Because you got this you got the forum now, or let's just call it the internet. The Euroforum or the internet is going all around, man. I think that's in Psalms, might be Psalms 19. I looked at that for a little while, but yeah, that's the Euroforum, the internet, and people are doing their due diligence. And ever since the apostles, the elders came on the scene, man, around 2007 or 8, there's been an explosion regarding people learning and increasing in knowledge regarding truth. So that's the scriptures being fulfilled. You cannot stop it. And there was a point where, let's look up this word here, where the truth was, you might call it, sealed up. Let's look at the word seal. To seal up, affix, seal. To seal, affix. To seal up, fasten up by sealing. That's what was told to Daniel. Seal up the book until the times of the end. It was stopped. Yes, until the it was mentioned also in Ezekiel 37, the dry bones, and also in also in Revelation 11 and 11. The two witnesses shall stand up and spit fire out their mouth, and that's the truth too. And it's going to be literal when when the Most High turns it up with the spiritual power, when they're coming like a flood. That fire coming out of her mouth right now is truth, because it's burning up the wicked. So my word going forth out of my mouth is like fire upon them. We're burning them up. See what's happening to them, so-called Christians. They're getting burned up with the truth, man. They can't handle the truth. AKA Vocab Malone, AKA Dr. Michael Brown, the others that came and went. We don't even remember their names. Dr. James White, he said he had to go missing on a holiday when he felt a little bit of the fire. He just tapped his foot on it a little bit. He couldn't handle it. He had to go missing. He said he had to go on holiday. The heat was too hot for him in the kitchen. That's the power of this truth. Well, many are going out and being purified. The knowledge is going out. The knowledge is increasing, man. So, yeah, and they that be wise shall shine as brightness of the firmament, and they shall turn many to righteousness, and the stars forever and ever. Yeah, we're going to shine. The righteous shall shine as brightly as the sun. Yeah. And Daniel looked, and behold, there stood over two ones this side. Where's that point I looked at earlier? It's a beautiful point, man. That's the word. I wanted that one. This is what's going on right now with this truth. So we looked at the word purified, made white, tried. And yeah, that's the refining what we're going through now. The curses is making us into refined individuals, purifying us from all the unclean dross that we once wailed in and lived in. Right? A lot of us came out of some real dross, spiritually speaking. So I just wanted to hit that. Yeah, man. This young prodigy boxer coming up. I was impressed with the fight, most definitely. He knocked out this undefeated fighter, who had 12 knockouts. Well, the guy lost one, the Japanese guy, Ino. He lost 12 out of 16. He lost 1 out of 17 fights, and he had 12 knockouts. This guy was full of beans, full of confidence when he came in. When he went out, he was an empty shell. Schooled him. He schooled him. But I was impressed with the bout, the fight. But I was even more impressed that he came in with fringes. You might see more of this. People are waking up, and there's a couple of these boxer channels where they go in and you just know. There's one particular one. You just know he's watching the videos. He's watching the elders and apostles. He's watching the brothers, man. Just by the way he's talking. So this truth is what he's getting out there. Don't underestimate this truth, as I was just looked at. We can't underestimate the truth. So my word going out, my mouth shall not return to Yahweh Hashem Yeshai without results. So, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, putting the spirit on me to do this video. Yes, everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, is falling upon their own head. And yes, the house of David is rising. So on to the next.